Well, it is exciting. Hey, you guys already know I'm bringing some information of some of the experience and the different things of me being an entrepreneur. Some people usually run into when you started your business, you got everything down packed. Just say, for instance, you decide, okay, well, which I did. I started out with being a sole proprietor, which allowed me to do business as my business, and so it was Kirkland Stewart, but I was doing business in vending Stewart snacks, and so I started out with that, which my company was One Vending at the moment. Excuse me. Um, Before I go any further, I want to give you all a bonus tip, a bonus blessing that I encountered. And when you find yourself doing things in the right perspective, I'm not saying I'm self-righteous and only God rains blessings on me. God bless to the just and the unjust, and God bless people that are godly, people that are doing things and function and salt and trusting God, because I finally decided to just give my business to God. I decided to say, okay, God, this is your business. What I want to do is be able to bless people and helping them create jobs, giving them information, helping them along the way to learn and to become an entrepreneur. To skills that I learned, I always did wanted to be in the business as being a kid. I enjoyed doing it, but as the time went, I had to go through some trials, and I became saved, and so that compounded that together, which gave me some compound interest in my business to know about creating wealth. And so back to what I wanted to talk about. But if you stick around at the end, I want to give you that bonus tip. If you stick around at the last minute, okay? Thank you. I appreciate it. But what I want to talk about, me starting out, finish what I talked about, sole proprietor, and then I decide, okay, you know what? I'm gonna be a LLC. Everybody's telling me about this limited liability corporation, and how I need to protect my assets and being a sole proprietor. If someone decides to sue me or whatnot, they pretty much can just sue me for my personal and my business stuff. So I said, hey, I need to protect myself and also be able to protect the business as well. So I had to separate my household. And so if that did come about, and so what I did is I did it. I went, and after I began to start to generate, to make some income, got a little deeper in, which someone required me to do it. And I have a lot of other people, they start out jumping into being an LLC at the beginning, and they never did. They don't know the trails behind that until after they listen to this video, some of the things. So I'm not an accounting, I'm not a CPA. This is public information that I'm just educating you on. I would ask you to go seek some advice from a CPA or someone that is registered as accountant to find out a little bit more details about what I'm saying, because you have to not only in scripture study to show yourself approved. In business, you have to show yourself approved, because people are counting on you for these tips to be right and these things to work. But a lot of times people think that they don't work because they don't follow through with the thing. They don't be consistent with the things. And so I'm telling you, a lot of times you don't need to be a LLC. Well, all of a sudden I decided I was going to be this LLC. Boom. Decided I did some financial things during that time, and the people say, hey, what happened to your annual report? Your LLC is showing that it's negative, that it's not there, that you got some things. And what happens is it gets flagged, because a lot of people don't know. In the LLC, you have to pay annual fees. Not in all states now. I think Indiana and Arizona are the two ones. It may be some more, but I would go back and research what I'm saying. But I was in all this, like, what? I didn't know I had to pay this fee to keep my LLC alive and living. There has to be an annual report. There has to be an agent. That has to be someone that's going to register you continuously to vouch for you, which you probably get your CPA to do, and say, hey, I'm going to be the one who's taking on to ensure that he's registered every year. And when I started out, I just did myself. And then you need someone that's members, and that would be yourself or whoever you want to add into the business. Just small, sure. I can go into a little bit more detail, but I'm just trying to give you some of the ups and downs of this, and probably some people who had LLC haven't filed their annual reports, and then you probably decide that one day you want to get some finance, or someone's looking on your information about your LLC and find out that it's not there, and you're going to be like, what you mean it's not there? And then you realize that you didn't pay an annual fee. In this state you can actually go to, in Louisiana, which I am in, I can only speak for that one. You go to Louisiana, and it's going to take you to a website, to Louisiana Secretary. And then you go under there and you look under some details, trying to find out where is your annual report. If you want to hear a little more detail about this video, where I can actually show you some of the things, hey, just drop down on the comments or something, say, hey, look, I need to know more about this, because I think I'm in this situation. So if you get a chance to like and subscribe this video, it's going to help push the channel. More people can find out a lot about this information of what needs to be about this information, because a lot of people don't find out. People don't know about this. I'm in business and I'm not in business, and I'm filing taxes, but my annual report is not existing. So go out and find that information, get it yourself. So the bonus tip that I want to give you is, I got in my vehicle bringing some stuff to the office, because we do shipping. We have a website that we sell stuff, and so I was bringing some stuff to the office to get shipped out, and then my wife, and so we decided, okay, we're gonna go ahead and leave, because this day's been gone. And I quietly said, I need to go home, because I had enough. Because sometimes being in business, it can be very stressful some days, and some days you just want to just go home and just get a moment from you. And I told my wife, I need a moment. She said, only a moment? And I was like, yeah, just only a moment. So all of a sudden I get in my truck, head's kind of pounding a little bit, and then all of a sudden I just push start my vehicle and get down, tell my wife she was going to the store to get something to eat, food to cook for the night. And so we all okay. And I try to turn my key over and realize my vehicle's not turning. It's on, but it can't turn on. So to make a long story short, I had to leave my truck there, because I didn't know what went on. And I thought, oh my God, this stuff is not only, this stress is compounding, but it's compounding. There is another bill that I got to pay. I don't know how much that's going to cost. Sounds like it's electrical work, or it's something in my steering column or something like that. And so I just went on and said, hey, thought about it next day, and I said, you know what, I'm going to try something new. Told my wife, and I said, I went unhooked the battery and thought maybe we would reset something. Got in there and did, and I was like, oh. So I said, you know what, just call the mechanic place and tell them to pick it up. I'll get on the phone, call them, and they said, you gonna need a tow truck? I said, yeah, because I can't move it or anything. Okay, so they sent it out by Bless the Lord Assurance. Get there, and then all of a sudden the guy get there. I wasn't there. I was out running the routes and stuff like that. So the guy gets in the vehicle and starts the vehicle. And my wife said, I started to look, because I heard that the vehicle turn on, and I thought, oh, maybe just push started. And so I went back down. Some say, no, you need to go back down. And went back down, and he said, hey, look, this is what's wrong with it. You need to align your steering wheel because there's too much tension on that wheel. Won't allow you to twist that cylinder in your truck. And I thought, oh my God, you got to be kidding. And she said, she got on the phone and called me, and she said, you ain't gonna believe this. And I was like, try me. And because when she called me throughout the day, I just thought, oh man, this must not be real good news. So, and she said, the guy got the truck started. And I was like, what you mean he got the truck started? I went out there. She said, did you try it? And she said, yeah. I said, yeah, I did. I tried to do all this and it didn't work. He said, he went in there and twisted the wheel, did this, and then he brought me out and told me what it did. So I'll come back and do it because I know I got to call you. You get out here and then don't do that. And then you're going to say, why you didn't let my truck? So she called me, videoed it, showed me all this happened. Bam. It was the tension on the wheel. And I thought, oh my God, thank you, Lord. Thank you for a blessing. And I just want to give God the glory on. Sometimes in life, in business, when you're doing things, God makes things all right. So I just want to give you a quick snap of that annual report and give you that bonus tip to let you know some things. Just follow me on this journey and just watch some blessings that I'm going to illustrate to you, that and information I've given to you, because I want you to learn about these things. I want you to let you know that I want to be close and let you know about the journey that I'm on and how I'm getting there. And so if you would follow close, take in some self-confidence, some personal self-motivation, take in the momentum that I'm giving you, that this thing has to be consistent. You cannot be fooling around and thinking that, okay, now it ain't working, because he told me all this stuff. But if you're not being consistent, waking up, setting schedules, writing down, taking notes, these are personal developments that are in your life that you have to develop yourself to become and to be better and all of that, you know. So they said, listen to a lot of John Rogan stuff, and he said, he talked about try not to work hard on your job, but work hard on yourself. And that's what a lot of times you need to. You have to work on yourself. You have to try to get yourself with some development of yourself, seeing things that you need to change in your life to get you to a better place in business and in just being in spirituality. All they're doing is taking a lot of these self-development things and taking it from the Bible. And it's in the Bible, and people are pulling these things out of the spiritual Holy Bible that God had already instructed before leaving this earth. And all we have to do is just dissect it. Ask God to give you the wisdom. God has directed me to a lot of different people, a lot of different things, and gave me a lot of wisdom and learning business about compound interest, just different things. So just follow me on this journey. And I really do appreciate you all watching my video. Go take care of the annual report and keep your LLC in good stands. Thank you. Bye-bye. This is Data Momentum Kirkland speaking. Always giving you that momentum. Yes, it is that momentum. And you all have a good day. Bye-bye.